Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, and I am here working hard away. And you can see I've got some work done with the pencils. We got Jazz up here. Let's pull this down. So we got Jazz, and we also have We the People now fighting the monster. We've got Krim down here. And as you can see from We the People's leg, he is in the panel of this page, but also bleeding into this one. Remember, these are pages from the Lost Book that are coming down. So, and as you can see with this, is now that we got, we're putting, doing the work in here, you can see where having the straight black of the building as a silhouette works much better than doing all these skulls and everything. So I'm going to be going through the process of eliminating those skulls. And then what I did is I did post, and I apologize, I posted the Stippling Short number 4. I posted it twice. 2 separate videos, but this is as number 4. So I'm sorry. So I did that one. Then what I did this week, my free time, I worked on the smoke. So you can see the smoke building up. And then at the top of the page, we have all the smoke. So we're going to be going through and working on these images here, my off time. I've got this fire escape I still need to do. I don't know. I think I might do the fire escape as a video, as a time-lapse video. Probably will. I do enjoy doing those a lot. Remember, this is for the art contest for the Diaz brothers and their Lost Pages 3 campaign. So we'll see how things go. Like I said, I'm not sure. I know I need to work on getting these parts knocked out. I'll work on that while I'm talking to you guys. And then when I do my time-lapse video, I'm probably going to work on either Jazz or We the People, or maybe the monster. So I'll work on that, because I like doing those videos and then seeing the time-lapse of the creature or one of the characters come into life. If you look at my earlier time-lapse videos prior to starting the Lost Pages, there's one called Bob the Zombie. There's one called, the West Virginia Mothman, the Green Man of Pittsburgh. And there what I was doing is just doing one image per time lapse. So I enjoyed them a lot. So check them out also. It always helps out. Remember, of course, to like and subscribe and share it out. It helps out a great deal. So, but this week, I'm a bit disappointed. Ethan did a stream, and apparently someone did an in-depth review of Wrecked Planet with spoilers, and he went over it. So he basically reviewed the book on his stream. Quite disappointed in him for doing that when there's so many people that still haven't gotten Wrecked Planet. Really didn't care for that. I was very fortunate. I saw he was starting a stream. I was watching a different stream. I was like, okay, let's see. And then so he went over to his channel, started to watch, and he goes, oh, this is going to be spoilers. We're on spoilers. What happens? And he goes, oh, I'll do a banner. And when I realized what he was doing, I noped out immediately. I was like, nope, we're not going to be watching this video. Supposedly, his chat did not care for it. I'm getting this secondhand. I did not witness it myself, because like I said, I don't want to have it spoiled for me. Remember, the whole point of us doing crowdfunding is that we get the book and we get to read the book before everyone else. Well, he just completely I'm sorry, in many ways, he spit in our faces by doing that. And I think that's a big mistake by him. You take a look at how many of the other creators, they will do the book and they send it out to the backers, and then they move on to the next project. And they don't really touch on the book and what the previous book was. They move on to the next project. And they will mention it, but they'll still talk about it in ways that it still is, they're still like ambiguous in how they present about their previous project, because they want people to go out and buy it. Well, if you tell them everything happens, nobody has a reason to go out and buy it. So I think he made a big mistake. I don't think he should have done it at all. So, but that's not my place. I mean, it's his choice. It's his choice. This is going to mean that you're going to have people coming in like, well, if that's it, I don't need to buy it. And what are they going to do? Maybe as soon as they get their package in the mail, they'll flip it and they won't even open it. I mean, yeah, Ethan made his money off of them already, but still, I think doing something like that will hurt you in the long run. And I'm really disappointed in him doing that. So I'm very glad I did not stick around to find out what happened, because I wouldn't be surprised. So, and if I see him, and if I don't know if he's going to listen to this video, hey, if he says something, if he comments on it, about it, that's his choice. Just as it's my choice to talk about this subject today, right now, while I'm filling in all these white spots on this silhouette. But, and I mean, I'll even say it to him if it comes up in conversation when I see him at Garden State. I'm looking forward to seeing him. In fact, I normally, when I see an artist at these shows, I normally only take about 7 books with me to sign. I go through my collection like, okay, what 7 books are the ones I most want to have that artist sign? And then what I also do is I'll then narrow it even more. Like most artists these days, and I don't blame artists for requesting, charging a signature fee. All athletes do it, so why can't these creators do it? It depends on who the creators. Most creators these days, they're getting to the point where they will do $10 a signature. And if that's the case, then I look at the 7 books I brought along, and I decide which 2 do I want to have them sign. It's very rare that if an artist is charging more than that, I'll get more than 2 books signed. The creator needs to have done really stuff that I really like for me to do that. The example I'll give you is Roy Thomas. He's going to be at a show local to me, and he's charging $10 a signature. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'll ever see Roy Thomas again. So I went through my collection. I picked out 4 books. I'll spend $40 for signatures. And I've gone through and I've picked out the 4 that I want him to sign. Here's the thing, is it states regular comics. So I don't know. I've got the artist's edition, the artifact edition of Star Wars, the original publication, and he did the scripts for it. So, and he did this, and it has pages from the original miniseries, and then it has issue 7, issue 8, issue 9, issue 10 pages from that. I'm hoping that is, again, part of the $10. Right? If it costs more, that's going to decide what all I get signed after that book gets signed. But I've got my books. So after I've had him sign, I'll do a video showing you guys what I had him to sign, how our interaction went. I'm sure it'll go great. There's only one artist, and out of respect for that artist, I'm not going to say who that artist was, but there's only been one artist who was outright rude and dismissive to me when I saw him at a show. And no, it's not Art Adams. It's another creator. And there's only other than that, almost every single artist I've ever interacted with has always been so polite and such a joy to talk to. I still remember the very first time I met Herb Trimpe, and it was such a joy to speak to him. And the reason why is because I told him how, like, hey, you gave me my childhood. The first book I had him sign, in fact, the only book I had him sign, the first time I ever met him, was my G.I. Joe #1. And when I say #1, I don't mean the comic book. I mean the oversized Treasury Edition. First book I ever had him sign. And I got a picture of me with him, and I keep it at my drawing desk. It was a joy to meet him, and he was so nice to me. So, and I get, there's almost no artists who have been really dismissive and like kind of like, here, okay, give me the money to sign your book, now go away. I've never really had that. So, except for one, like I said, I'm not going to mention that artist, that creator's name. So, but okay, I'm going to get back to work here, and I'm going to start up my time lapse. So please remember, everybody, to like and subscribe. It helps out greatly. Please also make sure that you are staying on top of other campaigns going on. Bronze Star is doing quite well in front of my comic. It's almost, last I looked, which was, I think when I looked at it last was probably Thursday, and it was at 7,000, so it's almost at its goal. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping it gets to it. Billy Tucci, he launched his omnibus campaign for Shiokora on Kickstarter, and that was a great stream. He had Jimmy Palmiotti on with him. He had Amanda with him. He had Dan Jurgens on with him, along with Graham, and he asked Jurgens like when he's going to start crowdfunding, and I think he was quite honest. You know, he always plans everything out about 2 years in advance, and he's wrapping up his stuff, and he's making it sound like he's starting to get some time. So maybe he will be doing his own book soon. I hope he does. The thing is, though, and this is the thing, is that I think is going to need to do a lot of promotion and really get out there for the backers to see him, because he is so ingrained with Superman, and having worked on Superman books for so long, if he does anything but a Superman book or his own version of the Superman book, a lot of fans were like, but he's Superman, he needs to be doing his own version of the Superman book. I think he's going to really need to have to get in front of that camera and really sell himself and sell his new IP to people to buy into the book that he's going to be doing. I'm looking forward to it. It was great to see him on the stream with Billy. Billy, by doing Kickstarter, he has unlocked the next goal, which is a slipcover for the She Omnibus. It's going to be a Frank Frazetta slipcover. Now, what's even going to be cooler is, I know Billy's going to overprint. If he just prints just enough slipcovers for the backers, and he doesn't have that slipcover available for the regular general public to buy, that'll make it an even bigger deal and make an even bigger value for us as backers. So I really hope he does that. I'll definitely have to remember to mention that to him when I see him up in Jersey. And I know that it's one of those, like, part of doing the slipcovers. The more you print, the cheaper it is. But that's where it really comes into getting on board now to back it. So, but yeah, Bronze Star's doing well. I hope it. It's. I think that's going to be a great hit for Mike Barron and for Pat Broderick. Remember, this page that I'm working on is for the Lost Pages by the Diaz brothers. Make sure you check them out. They're doing a great job with their campaign. And check out other campaigns. Really check out Fund My Comic. I'm really liking the campaigns I'm seeing on it. And I discovered this week from talking to others that apparently if you back on Fund My Comic, the funds will be removed within 5 days, which is great, because that was one of my concerns, because I don't, that's my sole reason why I do not like Kickstarter, is they wait until after it's done campaigning to pull the funds. So if it's a 60-day campaign, you gotta wait 60 days. And what they also do is that's what the cost is for the book, but then you get hit with another charge for shipping down the road. So I don't like that. I want to make one purchase, be done with it, and then get my book. And that's the sole reason why I stay away from Kickstarter. It has nothing to do with politics or this ideology of banning creators. You're going to have that no matter where you go, especially these days. You're going to have it. That was something that used to be unheard of, because it's one of those where it's like you want to make money, but now places are putting ideology before commerce, or before capitalism, before commerce. And that things do not work out when you do that. So I find it, that's the reason why, like I said, I don't like the fact that we're living through this life, but it's what we're living through right now. But businesses that put commerce above ideology will be there at the end of the day. Those that put ideology before business, they will go away. They'll fall away, and they won't even be a footnote in commerce. If anything, there'll be a cautionary tale of what not to do. So, but yeah, I'm going to definitely get to work on this. You guys have a great day. Remember, like and subscribe. And as always, remember, life is stressful. And that's why you just take it all one dot at a time.